Hi, and welcome to our series on creating a video project using iMovie. My name is Mike Benson. In this video, we're going to explore importing our media files, and we'll also start to use some of the more common iMovie tools. In our last iMovie tutorial, we left off at adding a couple files. We want to start with a fresh project, so we will delete the two files in the timeline by selecting the files and then pressing the delete button. We will then hold down the control key and then select each file in the browser to show a pop-up menu. From here, we will select Delete Media from Event. In this tutorial, we're going to create a short video about the beach. I have captured photos and footage from a variety of beaches using my mobile phone and a Canon DSLR camera. I have also downloaded copyright-free media files from websites such as pixabay.com and freemusicarchive.org. The links to these websites are available below in this video's description. Before we get started with using the iMovie software, I'd like to recommend an organizational tip. Creating a video project requires capturing or collecting a lot of audio, images, and video files. To help with your organization, you should organize your files in separate folders. For example, put all of your audio files in a folder called Audio, put all of your image files in a folder called Images, and of course put all of your video files in a folder called Video. You can also use subfolders to further organize your files. Once you have your files organized in separate folders, I recommend creating a new folder called Storyboard. This folder will be used to organize all of the files that you want to use in your project into a linear, easy to follow format. You want to place the files in the order that they will appear in your movie. Here, I place the files left to right. Once the files are lined up, rename the files in numerical order. Use the following numbering system: 001, 002, 003, 004, and so on. Be sure to use at least a 3-digit numbering system, with the far left number always being 0. Doing this will ensure that the numbers and files will remain in numerical order. If you do this organizational step first, when you import your files into the video editing software, your files will already be in the order that you want them to appear in the video. Doing this simple step will help you stay organized, and it will save you a tremendous amount of time. To import your files into iMovie, select this icon. You can also import your files by going to iMovie's File menu and then select Import Media. Then select all of the files located in your Storyboard folder. You can select all the files by holding the Shift key, then selecting the first file, then scrolling down and selecting the last file. You can also import your files by going to your Storyboard folder and dragging the files to the iMovie browser. Once you have added the files, they will show up here in the browser. You can make sure your files are in the right order by pressing the Control key and then clicking in this area to see this menu. From here, select Sort Clips by Name and Ascending Order. We can now start to add the files to our timeline. Because of our earlier work to organize the files, they will already be in the correct order. Let's drag the first couple rows to the timeline. We can add a title by going to the Titles tab. Let's select the center title, which we will drag in front of our first clip. The title template appears in the viewer where we can edit the text. iMovie provides a variety of options to format the text. For example, we can change the font, the size, and the color. We can also add transitions between clips, which can create a smoother or more jarring transition from clip to clip. To add a transition, go to the Transition tab. We'll select Cross Dissolve and then drag it between a few clips. iMovie provides a variety of transitions. The first 4 options are great tried and true standard transitions. The rest are decorative. When using transitions, be sure to select transitions that match the feel of your content. iMovie will allow us to crop the dimensions of an image or video, or apply an animation effect called the Ken Burns effect. To crop a photo to match the dimensions of the screen, select the image and then go to the crop tool. From here, select Crop to Fill and then reposition the image. To use the Ken Burns effect, select an image and then select the crop tool. Then select the Ken Burns tab and reposition the start box and end box. I want to draw the viewer into the photo as if they were walking down the path, so I'm positioning the start box at the bottom center of the image and the end box directly above. The speed of the animation is determined by the length of the clip, so you might need to adjust the clip by dragging the right end of the clip to make it longer. Let's play the clip to see how it looks. In our next iMovie tutorial, we will explore clipping video, adding and adjusting an audio track, such as music, and we'll explore more tools. Hope to see you there.